word of the teacher, son of David, king in Jerusalem. Meaningless, meaningless, says the teacher. Utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. What do people gain from all their labors, at which they toil under the sun? Generations come and generations go, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun sets, and hurries back to where it rises. The wind blows to the south and turns to the north. Round and round it goes, ever returning on its course. All streams flow into the sea, yet the sea is never full. To the place the streams come from, there they return again. All things are wearisome, more than one can say. The eye never has enough of seeing, nor the ear its fill of hearing. What has been will be again, what has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of which one can say, "Look, this is something new"? It was here already long ago. It was here before our time. No one remembers the former generations, and even those yet to come will not be remembered by those who follow them. I, the teacher, was king over Israel and Jerusalem. I applied my mind to study and to explore by wisdom all that is done under the heavens. What a heavy burden God has laid on mankind. I have seen all the things that are done under the sun. All of them are meaningless, a chasing after the wind. What is crooked cannot be straightened, and what is lacking cannot be counted. I said to myself, "Look, I have increased in wisdom more than anyone who has ruled over Jerusalem before me. I have experienced much of wisdom and knowledge." Then I applied myself to the understanding of wisdom, and also of madness and folly. But I learned that this too is chasing after the wind. For with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief.
Get the fuck out of here, David.
Waiting for y'all to say funny stuff.
We don't say funny things. We're too concentrated.
Oh, no fucking way that worked on me.
That's what she said. So this is a test. The camera's like maybe 7 feet away from me. Yeah, I obviously don't have anyone to help me with this project. I'm just holding it up like this. That's what she said. Did she? Anyway, it's almost 12:30 at night. I'm watching that episode of Friends where Rachel realizes she has feelings for Ross. So, yeah. I cannot wait to make my next movie. I've had 2 melatonin. I'm on my 2nd cup of sleepy time tea. I'm probably going to need 3 cups of coffee when I wake up in the morning. I think I'm going to get to work at about 10:15, so I'll probably have enough time for 1 cup of coffee and then a second one, but I'll probably clock in by 10:35. I don't know. Hope the weather's not too bad tomorrow. It's like The Office.
Except for when it's not, Davish.
Testing. In 5 years, Jobs has emerged from 2 serious health scares. His obituaries had been written much as Apple's had been back in 1997. Is this then the curtain dropping on your 3rd act, I ask? Will you perhaps leave Apple on this high, a fitting end to your career here? I don't think of my life as a career, he says. I do stuff. I respond to stuff. That's not a career, it's life. After he leaves, I am finally left alone with an iPad. Finally, I get some finger time. I peep under the slip holder and there it is. Then I switch it on. A little sigh escapes me as the screen lights up. 10 minutes later, I am rolling on the floor, snarling and biting, trying to wrestle it away from the hands of an Apple Press representative. That is not strictly true, but giving up the iPad felt a little like that. I'd been prepared for a smooth feel, for a bright screen, and the immersive experience everyone had promised. I was not prepared, though, for how instant the relationship I formed with the device would be. I left Cupertino without an iPad, but I've since gotten my own, and it goes with me everywhere. It is possible that the public will not fall on the iPad as I did, like lions on an antelope. Perhaps they will find the apps and the iBooks too expensive. Maybe they will wait for more fully featured later models. But for me, my iPad is like a gun lobbyist's rifle. The only way you will take it from me is to pry it from my cold, dead hands. One melancholy thought occurs as my fingers glide and plow over the surface of this astonishing object. Douglas Adams is not alive to see the closest thing to his Hitchhiker's Guide that humanity has yet devised.
Kim, just try and make the sexiest face you can.
That's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
I'm not Jim, okay?
Oh no. Go.
I don't read a lot, just that. But let me,
The first entire paragraph.
yeah, let me, I need to point this thing directly at your mouth.
That's what I said to her. But,
Alright, go ahead.
the monomyth is pretty simple, really. A hero ventures from the everyday world into one covered by fabulous forces, which must be understood to be overcome. When he returns, he has the power to vastly improve the life of his community. Steve Jobs' life story, which took on the quality of myth well before his death at the age of 56 in 2011, more than fits the pattern described by Joseph Campbell. Like Moses or Luke Skywalker, Jobs came from humble beginnings, harnessed a great new power, and endured a painful period of exile, which, in retrospect, seems to have been a necessary condition of his later triumphs. It's safe to say few contemporary heroes have changed our lives as much as Jobs did.
That it?
Yeah.
I want to be from this angle.
No.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Fuck.
That fucking ship wrecked my butthole. Ass. Ass and titties. No.
I hate this level.
I don't think you're gonna beat him, kid. Just kidding. Rocco, you gotta win, Rocco.
It just does that.
Oh,
You
we
can
just
twiddle
kinda-
it with your...
The monomyth is pretty simple, really. Damn it. Let me try that again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can do it better. I want to be Andy from The Office.
Okay.
The monomyth is pretty simple, really. A hero ventures from the everyday world into one governed by fabulous forces, which must be understood to be overcome. When he returns, he has the power to vastly improve the life of his community. Steve Jobs' life story, which took on the quality of myth well before his death at the age of 56 in 2011, more than fits the pattern described by Joseph Campbell. Like Moses or Luke Skywalker, Jobs came from humble beginnings, harnessed a great new power, and endured a painful period of exile, which, in retrospect, seems to have been a necessary condition of his later triumphs. It's safe to say few contemporary heroes have changed our lives as much as Jobs did. Now that I got a little bit of Ovaltine out of here and into this warm milk, I can eat all of the Ovaltine. That's just like This is just a side thing. I never actually touch that, and I just eat all of the Ovaltine after I pretend like I used it correctly. I don't know, I only had like one glass when they ask where it all went later. I just like cough and there's just a cloud. Oh man, allergies. Okay, I'm done. Stop.